Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here in the garage today, doing a little bit of goofing around, doing a little bit of tinkering around. and it is actually Saturday, bright sunshiny outside, but it is very cold and very windy. So those two things do not mix too well for me. I've gotten frostbite on my fingers before, and my fingers get very cold very fast. So with the wind chill, it's probably down around, I'd say, in the single digits or at least the low teens. So I'm going to stick inside today and bring you guys a cool gun. I've had this one for a while now and I just haven't done anything with it. I picked it up actually at a garage sale over the summer this past year. And just been sitting over in the corner waiting for me to have some time to tinker with it. But I've got the actual roll stamp is covered up by this red dot right now, but what we have here is a pretty cool, what I can find from my research is a Mark IV BSA Meteor, which puts it in right around the mid 70s, 74 to 79 is what the best I could tell that the BSA Mark IV was made. And it does have a date stamp, date code here, and it begins with NG, and that tells me that it is a 177 caliber and that it is a Mark IV. It also has a stamp right here on the barrel, and I'll put a picture of this up here. This is pretty cool. This is kind of brings it right home to me. It says Ithaca Gun Company, Ithaca, New York, which is one of the surrounding counties from where I live. Actually one of the customers that we service as far as their radio system, so not very far away at all. Kind of like me and Camillus knives. Actually Camillus is a little bit closer, but when I can find something from Ithaca like this, it's pretty cool. But this is a BSA made in England by BSA Guns Limited. And it was pretty sick. It was pretty sickly. Barely get the pellet to come out the end of the barrel. I thought I was going to need to buy some parts for it, but turns out the O-ring was missing in the breech face, and that was part of the problem. And then the other part of the problem, so the piston in these is actually a like a Delrin or some sort of nylon disc, but it just has a rubber O-ring around it, and I was able to match up and find a really nice fitting, making a nice seal O-ring out of a kit that one of the kits, I don't remember which one it was, one of the kits that I got either from Harbor Freight or Tractor Supply or Home Depot. I've got several different rubber O-ring kits from all those places, but seems to really be doing pretty good now. These were never known for being a real big powerhouse, but I think it would be enough to do a little bit of pesting, especially a little bit of tin can knocking over. And that's basically what we're going to do today. The only thing I'm really missing now is I need to find the blade for the rear sight. Most of the rear sight's there, but just the blade that sticks up and moves back and forth with this little adjuster is missing. So if anybody knows where I can find one of those, I've had a search going on eBay since I picked this up back in the summer. Nothing's popped up yet, so I get BSA parts pop up all the time, but nothing with the sight. So I'd like to find one, but for now I've just mounted up this nice little CVA, I'll call it a red dot, but it actually is a green dot, which I really like. With my astigmatism, the green dot is a lot less hazy for me. But we're gonna go ahead and shoot. I got a little splatter burst here across the garage, and we'll shoot a couple shots at that. But then I've got some plinking targets we can plink at, just using these little RWS basics, and seems to be shooting them pretty good. All right, splatter burst. Oh, that was me bobbling around. No big deal. It is well centered right in the, or right well zeroed, but if I bobble around, it isn't. Yeah, that's better. Let's do one more on there and then we'll start doing some plinking. Did put a little bit of grease on the spring. It was pretty twangy, but quieted that right down. While I had it apart, but it's shooting really good now. Just never know what you're gonna find at a garage sale. Apparently the guy had a few other guns out there too, but they had already sold by the time I got there to that garage sale. But this one was looking pretty rough, and nobody wanted to pick it up, so I used a little bit of the Howard's Restore finish on the stock and cleaned up really nice. And other than that, I put a new O-ring in it, new O-ring in the breech face. All right, let's hit our Rojo target. Not bad. So my new Norica PCP went right through that thing, but this doesn't have enough power to do anything like that. Let's hit it again. But it's still a fun target to plink at. All right, so I got my little silhouette farm there, I guess you could call it. Let's start from the other side for a change. Let's go to the turkey. No problem. All right, can I hit the chicken right off the bat? Oh yeah. All right, I got a couple of paintballs set up on some golf tees there. That'll be a challenge. Ooh, I knocked the other one off. Let me set it back up and we'll continue on. It was a very satisfying splatter though. All right. Let's knock over the rest of them critters. Mr. Pig. Oh, yeah, I pulled over to the left or the right just at the last second there. That was all me. You hear that wind? It's moving my shade here. It's bobbling around so much, or blowing around so much. There we go. I really wanted to get out to the range today, but just ain't gonna make it. All right, here we go with the ram. All right, I think I can hit that other paintball in one shot. I hit it. It didn't splatter nearly as nice as that other one did. But, oh well. Let's hit the Rojo target one more time and then we'll get out of here. I just figured you guys appreciate seeing this old timer up and running nice and strong again. There you go. The BSA Meteor MK4. Imported by Ithaca Gun. I do have a couple of Ithaca. I think I have a 22 Magnum and maybe, I don't know if I have a 22 long rifle. I've had several over the years. I had the Ithaca A1, but I sold that. If anybody knows where I can find the parts I need for the rear sight on this, I would really appreciate that. But until then, we'll just leave this red dot on there and have some fun with it. It's definitely plinking really nice, and seems like a very accurate little gun. We'll have to stretch it out a little bit more, take it outside when it gets a little bit better weather. Till then, hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.